Oh, I'm back at it again, guys. Another Arlong Park video. This is the last one. Conclusion, yo. I appreciate you guys for even clicking on this video. I gotta ask you guys something. Please hit that like button on this shit, man. Help me with that algorithm. The more likes, the more YouTube spreads it out. The more my shit spreads, the more people like, the more people subscribe, the more people watch. I can't do it without you guys, man. I can't do it without you guys. I might be the captain, but y'all are going merry, man. Enough of that shit. Let's get into this Arlong Park shit, man. Stop playing.
Please get the fuck out of here, man.
All right, Arlong Park, part 2, let's get it. The episode starts off with the 3 fishmen, Bruno, Rick, and Hachi, looking through the wreckage at the crash site where Luffy landed. And that's when they spot Luffy on a walk, you know, doing his thing, just chilling, doing his thing. And that's when Luffy just kind of like walks right past them, not giving a shit. He ain't scared of these little bitches. Hachi then turns around and asks him, like, hey, who are you? And where the fuck are you going? And that's when Luffy's like, first off, I'm the king of the pirates, and I'm on my way to beat your fucking leader's ass. Well, he doesn't say all that, but we all know what's gonna happen. Well, he tells her, hey, I'm Luffy, and I don't know where I'm going. I'm just chilling, I'm walking. Leave me fuck alone. Alright, bye. And he walks off. And they're like, well, he's not even afraid of us. No shit, he's not afraid of you slimy bastards. Fuck out of here. And that's when they show a flashback of Nami's past. Now, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to explain it in detail because I'm going to review this flashback in one of my flashback videos. So just wait for that. Go check that video out when it comes out. And check out my other flashback videos too. Alright, I love you guys. Appreciate you. Slap a like on that also, okay? Appreciate it. I work hard on that. I love you guys. But yeah, the flashback basically shows Nami, Nojiko, and their adoptive mother, Bellamere. The flashback basically shows when Arlong takes over the island. He makes everybody pay tribute, right? And in this flashback, Bellamere is not able to pay the whole tribute. And they were like, oh, I guess we gotta kill one of you guys. And the flashback, it doesn't end well for Bellamere, okay? Also in the flashback, they show how the treasure of Kokoyashi Village is basically the treasure that Nami's been storing up. All the money she's stolen, all the pirates she's robbed, that's her secret stash that she's gonna pay off Arlong with, right? It cuts back to Luffy walking into town. He sees Genzo and that weasel-ass marine walking to Nami's house. That's when they approach Nami at her house in the tangerine fields. They tell her, hey, yo, we heard you've been stealing treasure and stashing it, and we heard the secret stash is in this tangerine grove, and we're gonna need that shit. This shit's being confiscated. Yeah, and that's when Nami's like, that's when Mr. Weasel orders his bitch-ass men to search everywhere for the treasure. Tear everything apart, look for it, that type of shit, right? And that's when Nami gets fucking mad.
You ain't touching my shit.
Until she proceeds to crack 2 of them. Bink! Bink! And Nami tells him, hey, you guys are a bunch of slime balls, man. You guys don't have the balls to fucking stop Arlong, but you can shake down a lowly thief? Y'all some
bastards, man.
And the Marines don't give a shit, and they continue to search the shit, right? They search the premise. And that's when Nami gets to cracking again. Bink! 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 Starts cracking off on them. Weasel slips up, and he says the exact amount that's stashed away. And Nami kind of puts 2 and 2 together, and she kind of figures out that it was Arlong that gave the Marines the information. That sneaky
son of a bitch!
And he's on some slime ball shit, right? The Marines end up finding the stash.
Oh, shit!
And right here, and Nami's in fucking full rage mode, right? She just charges at the Weasel. But Mr. Weasel pulls out a blicky. So when Nochiko and Genzo stop Nami, they grab her. But This weasel bitch still pops when it clips No. Clips her beak. But she's alright, guys. She ain't gonna die. This is One Piece. Not too many people die. And then cuts back to Luffy. Sitting down, just chilling, having a good old day. Like nothing around is going on and shit. And he's sitting there thinking about the pinwheel hat guy. And Genzo. And that's when Luffy thinks of a new move. I guess we'll see it later. Who knows? He then sees No get rushed into town after being shot. But at this point, he doesn't realize that Nami's in fucking full
Rage mode!
Greets her. Hey, what's up, Nami? What the fuck do you want? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, the fuck you still doing here? That's when she takes off. She runs to Arlong. And that's when they show Luffy.
What the fuck is her problem?
They show Nami run up on Arlong. You slimy son of a bitch. I know what you did. But Arlong grabs her. Watch your mouth, little baby. And he basically tells her, like, what you gonna do about it? Yeah, I sent that dude. The fuck you gonna do about it? He laughs at her face and then she runs off. Fucking still in rage mode. She's pissed now. She's pissed. And Arlong tells his man, like, I'll let her go when she charts all the world's oceans. And all the fishmen have a laugh like a bunch of fucking goomballs. Good one, boss. Fucking slimy bastards. I hate all you guys. You're all about to get it soon. Show the swordsman, the chef, and the god. And they basically decide, alright guys, it's time to start fucking shit up like we usually do. They even show a clip of the villagers getting ready to fuck shit up too. See? Like everything's cooking up, guys. Like these fishmen, they're in trouble. It's not looking good for these fishmen. They done pissed off every fucking body. But that's when Nami runs up on the villagers and is like, hey, everything is okay, guys. Like, you guys don't have to fight. Like, I'm going to collect the money again and everything's all good. And that's when Genzo gives her a hug and tells her, like, hey, we've already made up our mind, mommy. Like, you 100 million berries, like, that's just going to take you fucking 100 years to collect that shit again. Like, we made our minds up. And that's when they dip, and that's when Nami sits there and she starts to cry. And let me tell you guys right now, this is one of the greatest motherfucking moments in One Piece, okay? And I know I'm gonna ruin it by describing it. Legendary moment right here, guys. Legendary. Nami in full fucking
Ultra rage mode!
Absolutely bonkers at this fucking point, decides to remove her Arlong tattoo from her arm. Manually. She just starts ripping it off. Arlong! 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 Going crazy, dude. She's going wild. And that's when they show Luffy just grab her arm. Screams at her, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Leave this fucking island. After crying for a couple minutes, she just looks up at Luffy and says 3 words. And I swear to fucking God, this scene sent chills in my fucking spine, guys. Just rewatching it, I was like, oh. She says, Luffy, help me. God damn it, Oda. Oh, man. And Luffy's like, I got you. That's one right there. They show the whole squad ready, just sitting there ready to go. Oh my God, man. I love moments like this. They're ready to go. They're ready to go. And the scene cuts back to the villagers walking up to Arlong's courtyard. And what do you fucking know? You know who they show? Them bitch ass boys, Yasuko and Johnny's goofy ass right there, all beat the fuck up. They tell all the villagers that they found out all the news about Nami and they decided to challenge Arlong like a bunch of dumbasses and lost. Surprisingly. Oh, dummies. At least you tried, though. Give them a round of applause for that. There you go. But they tell all the villagers to chill out. And the boys are coming. And you know what they show? They show the motherfucking boys coming. On their way to wreck shit. Alright? I love this piece. I love this scene. They just show them walking like a bunch of cold motherfuckers ready to get it done. Luffy, being Luffy, decides to make another grand entrance by knocking Arlong's bitch ass door down. You know what he says? He says what I would have said. Which one of you bitch-ass, slimy motherfucking bastards is Arlong? That's when Arlong's like, I'm Arlong. Luffy walks up to Arlong, and that's when a couple of his Goombas try to stop him. But he gives him the old Three Stooges treatment. Clunk! Then he walks right up to Arlong and cracks that boy. Pah! Sends his ass flying to the wall. That's when Luffy's like, that's for making our navigator cry. You look bitch. Some fish boys try to attack Luffy, but Sanji puts an end to that real quick. Stop playing with it, boy. Let those boys cook, man. Word to Sanji. Let them cook. They out here cooking. Dipshit number 1 and dipshit number 2 try to block all the villagers from entering the fight. And that's good, you guys. You guys are finally put to use. You know what I mean? We don't want any of those motherfuckers getting in the way. Get the fuck out the way. Let them cook. That's when Hachi turns into a fucking, like a horn. And he calls out a creature from the sea. And what do you know? Turns out to be that giant baby sea cow. And you find out his name is Momu. But Momu takes one good look at Sanji and Luffy. And he ain't having that shit. He takes off. He's like, I don't want no smoke. They just beat the fuck out of me earlier. I'm good. Right? And they show Arlong, like, he tells Momu, like, oh, you're gonna leave? Oh, okay. Okay, leave then. But that's when Momu gets scared and attacks the Straw Hats. Momu, you ain't learning, baby. You should have took your chances with Arlong, not the boys. Stop playing. But you know what Luffy does? Luffy stomps his feet into the ground and twists his body. Then he grabs Momu by the horns. And that's when Arlong's like, oh,
this motherfucker ain't a down with food.
Zoro tells Sanji, man, we should get the fuck up out of here. Luffy's about to get cracking, baby. And that's when Luffy grabs the baby sea cow and he fucking turns him into like one of those terrible towels that the Pittsburgh Steelers fans use. You know what I'm talking about. Ah, points. Points for shouting out the Steelers on this video. How you gonna reference the Steelers in a One Piece video? That's me, guys. I do what I do.
Nobody else does it like you either, baby.
And that's when Luffy just fucking flings that poor bastard right the fuck up out of there to the ocean. Bye, Momu. When he flings him, Luffy's like, oh shit, I'm fucking stuck in this concrete, man. And that's when they notice Hachi doing something strange, like getting ready to puff some shit out. And that's when Hachi shoots an ink blast. Poof! And because Luffy's stuck in the concrete, it hits him. Can't even dodge. Just ping! Hachi picks up a giant piece of rubble and just slams it on Luffy. But Sanji again is right there to save him with a kick. Sanji, man, you a boss on this one, dude. That's when Sanji's like, man, it looks like I picked an idiot for a captain. And Zoro's like, yeah, we all did. We all did, man. But that's when Sanji's like, hey, our idiot captain is 1,000 times better than a gang that preys on a woman. Tell those bitch-ass fisherman people. That's when Bruno insults Nami. And Sanji's like, you better shut your fucking mouth before I beat your ass. You bitch. Bruno versus Sanji, guys. Place your bets now. Who's gonna win? I got Sanji. Usopp tries to get Luffy free and tries to like pull his body and try to get him out the concrete. That's when Hachi picks up another big ass piece of rubble, man. Again, that's when Zoro tells him, let's get it, octopus, bitch. Me versus you, let's get it. Hachi versus Zoro. Who you guys got? I got Hachi on this one, man. I got Hachi on this one. So Zoro's like, y'all not the hunters anymore. Now you're the hunted. That's when they saw Usopp. And he accidentally lets go of Luffy. And Luffy slings back and clocks Rick. Pop! Mr. Big Lips gets up and he's pissed. And Usopp's like, hey, what you want to do, baby?
What you want to do, baby?
You want to fight? Let's get it. Let's take this somewhere else, though. I don't want to destroy this whole shit if me and you get into it. And that's when he runs off. Good call, Usopp. And that's when Rick starts to chase after him. And that's when he gets hit by a fucking fireball. You're in huge trouble now, Rick. You guys already know who I got in this fight. You already know who I got. The god himself. Take your bets right now. That's when the Usopp skirts off again. Skirt! Fucking dips on that boy, right? They come back to Arlong, getting up. He gets up, and that's when Luffy fucking throws a punch at him. Woof! But he misses. Arlong grabs his arm, and then he picks up Luffy in that big-ass piece of concrete that he's stuck in. And he's like, I'm gonna throw your dumb ass in the water.
Oh shit!
Luffy tries to sock him in the mouth, bam! But Arlong catches it with his teeth. Oh, okay, Luffy can bite too. Arlong and Goku aren't the only ones that like to bite people. Luffy can bite too. Crunch! And that's when Arlong flings his ass in the water. Show Sanji, he's alright, he's about to jump in, but Zoro's like, hey, yo, chill, bro. You see all these damn fishmen? They were just waiting for our dumb asses to jump in. Like, we're gonna be at a disadvantage. What we need to fucking do is we need to beat their asses and then jump and try to save them. And then that's when they show Luffy. Because remember, you guys, he ate the devil fruit. Once you eat the devil fruit, you can't swim. You're done. He only has a certain amount of time. They show Hachi doing some goofy shit as he's about to fight Zoro. And then he tries to catch Zoro's blades, but he fails. Hachi's a real dummy. That's when Bruno takes a swipe at Sanji, but he misses. And that's when Sanji throws a kick. But Bruno blocks it. Bap! So they're just going back and forth with these two. And they show Zoro just rush Hachi. Then Hachi's punk ass, he like jumps on like a little column and he just climbs up, you know. And he's just like basically wasting time, you know what I mean? He's wasting time. Luffy's only got a certain amount of time. And they show Genzo. And Johnny and Yasuko are about to jump in the water to save Luffy too. They're all watching this, but Genzo tells them like, nah, I'm gonna go save Luffy myself. You know what I mean? There's too many fishmen. We don't want to draw attention. They're gonna start attacking us. And if they start attacking us, they're gonna fuck our shit up. We're not like these guys. So he's like, I'm gonna go. And that's when Noji's like, nah, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna help out. And then it cuts back to Bruno and Sanji just duking it out. Bink, 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 bink. Going both toe to toe, toe to toe. And Arlong's just sitting there chilling. Not for long though, you little bitch. That's when they saw Zoro just waiting right there for Hachi to come down from the column, because Hachi's on some chicken shit. It shows Zoro like start to pass out, right? He's like, you see him kind of like get weak, and he hasn't recovered from getting his ass whooped by Mihawk in the last arc. Remember Mihawk fucked this shit up. You know what I mean? Go check that video out in PerioT arc, man. And hit that like button too.
I appreciate the hell out you guys though.
That's when Hachi, he climbs up and he runs inside and he grabs 6 swords. And right there, Zoro just collapses.
Big bro Zoro!
Sanji gets distracted. He's like, oh shit, Zoro just passed out. But that's when Bruno gives him a fucking crack. Sends his ass flying through the wall. And yo, they're fucking this place up, man. Good shit, guys.
Woohoo! Fuck that place.
They show Zoro just get back up. All right, bitch, I'm ready to go, man. I just needed a break real quick. And then cuts back to the god leading Rick away from the everything, you know what I'm saying? He wants it to be real nice and personal.
You're done, Big Lips. You're done, man. It's over for you. I swear to God. I swear to Usopp.
Then cuts back to Nojiko and Genzo trying to free Luffy. And they're like giving him CPR. They're trying to like break the rock. Then show Sanji just chilling, laying on the ground, having a smoke like he didn't just get his shit fucking cracked. I love Sanji, man. He always picks the perfect moments to light a cigarette. Promise you. Show Zoro and Hachi, right? And like Zoro's getting ready, man. Right when Zoro, I'm telling you guys, when Zoro puts on his bandana, bro, just know shit's about to get fucking cracking, man. I promise you. And that's when he tells the 2 dipshits to, hey, give me your swords, man. I need your swords. They throw him his swords. That's when Hachi rushes his ass, right? And right before Hachi's about to hit him, Zoro catches the swords and does this fucking like dope ass dodge move. And he just fucking cuts Hachi, just bam!
You son of a bitch!
That little dodge move he does was dope. Hachi rushes his ass and then he fucking like headbutts his ass and knocks him in the air. Pop! And then he does like some fucking, Hachi does like this weird ass like helicopter thing with his swords. But it doesn't do shit to Zoro. Zoro just fucking slices the boy again, bro. And that's when Zoro you know, after you do a dope ass move like that, you gotta hold the pose, right? And Zoro's just right there holding the pose. Like, it's like shooting a 3-pointer. You gotta hold that shit. You gotta hold the pose for a second. But Hachi rushes him from behind. But it's all good though. Because you know what Zoro does? He does this fucking dope ass dragon twister shit and just fucks Hachi shit all the fucking way up.
Done, Hachi.
Winner, Zoro. Let's get it. Round of applause. Good shit, Zoro. After Zoro fucks up Hachi's shit, he's just right there like just chilling, and that's when Bruno just rushes his ass. But Sanji blocks him with a kick. Bing! And he's like, hey, bitch, you still ain't finished with me, man. Like, you still, like, me and you still getting it. Why you trying to rush my boy for? And then he's like, psych, I'm jumping in the water. I gotta go save Luffy. And then he jumps in. I'm like, I don't know. Why did you jump in the water, Sanj?
Stupid.
Why did you jump in the water, man? And that's when Bruno's like, that's just what I wanted. Like, as Sanji is swimming, he sees Genzo giving Luffy CPR under the water, right? Now, earlier they show him hitting the rock trying to free him, so they kind of like decided like, hey, we can't free this motherfucker. So what they do is they grab his head and they stretch his head.
This is not gonna be the last time his head gets stretched. Amazon Lily, baby.
And his neck all the way up to the surface so he could breathe. And Genzo's sitting there trying to pump CP, like trying to give him CPR. That shit's funny, dude. And then Sanji's like, oh, okay, they got Luffy. I'm all right. And then that's when Bruno comes out of nowhere and just cracks him.
Show Bruno just whooping Sanji's ass underwater. Just bing, 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 just beating his ass because he has an advantage being a fishman, right? And Sanji right then and there figures out something. He uses deductive problem solving. And he basically figures out like, hey, fishmen have both lungs and gills, right? And he like kind of just puts 2 and 2 together. His gills are useless on land and his lungs are useless underwater. And since they're underwater, he's using his gills at that moment. So he tells himself, hey, if I could fill his gills up with air or blow air into him, it'll basically suffocate his ass. Like the equivalent of filling his lungs up with water, right? And that's what he does. He just fucking blows into his gills. Pause. You know, he just blows that boy. But yeah, it suffocates that fool. That's when he like shoots up and then Sanji's able to get free. Reaches the surface, right? Sanji's like, let's get it, bitch. Bruno comes to the surface. And right when he gets to the surface, he starts talking shit about how his fishman karate's the shit. Blah, blah, fucking blah. That's when Sanji throws a kick at him. Shut the fuck up. Cracks his ass. Pow! Cracks that motherfucker. And then just serves him a whole bunch of kicks on the floor. Just crack. And Sanji's like,
You wanna talk shit about Nami?
yo, right here, Bruno is just getting his fucking ass beat, man. And that's when Sanji just flies in the air, right? And just serves him the meanest fucking foot to the face I've ever seen in my fucking life. Just crack! And finishes off Bruno. You're done, Bruno. Winner, Sanji. Everybody, round of applause. It cuts back to the god, Usopp, pretending to be dead, right? And we all know Usopp likes to make things interesting. And he just wanted to test out his catch-up star, honestly. Usopp stands up. You'll never kill a god, you son of a bitch! That's when Rick rushes Usopp. And the god, he whips out the old-fashioned slinky. And he shoots Rick right in the face. But Rick, he serves him a super mean-ass punch to the nose. Just crack! Just lays it on him. And Usopp just laying there. You know, he's basically seeing what Rick got. You know, see how hard he could hit. And that's when Rick walks over to Usopp, starts to kick him. Blink, blink. But you know what Usopp does? That boy whips out a hammer and also Nojiko shit. Just binks him right in the leg. And that's when he rips out the rubber band of doom. Oh, Rick, you looking fucking scared now. That's what, 2 for flinching, little pussy. He opens his eyes and Usopp just disappears on him. Just blink. Rick's like, where the hell did he go? And that's when a bottle of sake flies out of nowhere. Rick catches it. Usopp shoots a lead star. Bow! And it breaks right in his face. Just covers him in sake. That's when Rick, he's like in desperation mode. Now he's like, oh, I'm getting my ass beat. He starts to get ready to do a squirt cannon. He just sucks up a giant pool of water. And then he shoots it in the woods where Usopp's just chilling. But it's a solid miss. You missed, baby. Try again. That's when Rick does a squirt machine gun. Just misses also. But he finds Usopp behind a tree and he kicks it over. That's when Usopp shoots a flaming star at Big Lips. Remember, guys, Rick is still soaked from the bottle of sake shattering all over him. And he fucking catches on fire. When Rick runs to water because his shit's on fucking fire, man. Hell no, you ain't running from me, bro. He runs after him. You ain't going
nowhere, bitch.
And he cracks him with a hammer. He just sends his ass flying to a fucking puddle of water right there. That's when Rick tries to get up and Usopp gives him about like 12 more hammer shots and a rubber bandage just to finish his ass off.
You're done.
Right then and there, Usopp solidifies himself as a god. He says, you see that, loser?
I just beat that ass.
You guys, those are not my words. He actually says that. It cuts back to Zoro and Sanji getting their asses whooped by Arlong. You know, he's just sitting there flinging water at them. Just... You see, fishmen, they could throw water like it's a weapon. You know what I mean? That's one of their abilities. They got many abilities. But he's just sitting there flinging water. And that's when Nami shows up out of nowhere again. You see, guys? She just likes to pop up out of nowhere, bro. Arlong's like, what you doing here, bruh? And Nami's like, I'm here to fucking kill you, bro. What does it look like? And Arlong gives some long-ass speech about how humans are inferior to fishmen, blah, blah, fucking blah. Nobody gives a fuck. You can get your ass beat later. But he also tells Nami, hey, like, he basically tells her, you gonna join me. I'll leave Kokoyashi Village alone. I'm gonna kill the Straw Hats just for fucking with me. But you either join me or I'm finna kill all you guys type shit. Tries to scare her. And she tells that motherfucker go eat a dick. They show Noji giving CPR to Luffy, right? And Luffy wakes up. Boop. He's here, baby. And that's when they show Zoro telling Sanji, like, hey, bro, I got 30 seconds, bro. That's all I got. I could distract Arlong for 30 seconds. You jump in the water and you go try to free our dumbass captain from that rock. I got 30 seconds. Let's get it, right? Sanji jumps in the water and Zoro tries to distract Arlong. And that's when an egg star flies out of nowhere. And that's when the god's like, hey, I'm here, guys. I didn't beat up Mr. Big Lips' dumbass. I'm back. 3 of your boys, all 3 of your boys are done. And Arlong's like, no. They show Hachi start to get up. Zoro tries to cut off Arlong's nose for whatever reason. He just tries to swipe at his nose, but it doesn't do shit. Arlong's just like, what the fuck you doing trying to cut my nose off, bro? His fucking nose is hard as shit, dog. Hachi then jumps in the water to try to take out Sanji. That's when they show Arlong just headbutt Zoro. And then cuts back to Hachi rushing at Sanji as he's telling Nojiko, get the fuck out the way. I'm trying to break this rock. And Nojiko does get out the way, but then she moves in the way of Hachi, trying to distract him because she sees his ass trying to go after Sanji. Back to Arlong, just fucking Zoro up, ripping off his bandages. And that's when Arlong notices how fucked up Zoro is from all the scars that Mihawk left his ass. Like, hey, bro, you should be dead, bro. You're all fucked up. That's when Zoro laughs and says, if you don't move, your wounds won't open up. And Arlong's like, you find this situation amusing, bro? What the fuck are you laughing about? And that's when Zoro's like, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the Octo-Man. And then cuts back to Hachi. And he's about ready to crack Nojiko in the face. He's just throwing a fucking bunch of punches. Get the fuck out the way, stupid. Stupid. And that's when his cuts just fucking... all the cuts that Zoro gave him in their fight, they just reopen and they just fuck his shit up, man. Bow! You're done. You're done. That's when Sanji destroys the rock and frees Luffy. But it slings that motherfucking Luffy right in the air. Just as he's flying in the air, man, I'm just thinking, bro, this is another grand entrance, bro. Round of applause for Luffy. Midair, Luffy just grabs Zoro. Zoro's like, whoa! Luffy's like, alright, bro, let's switch. And then he just fucking flings Zoro. Just poof. Let's switch. Everybody's like, you dumbass, bro. And in midair, Luffy just starts off with a headbutt. Bow! And just begins to work, man. He gets to work, bro. Gum Gatling. He's just warming up. And Nami's right there. Just beat that ass, Luffy. Let's go. Luffy versus Arlong, guys. This is it. This is the showdown. What you want to do? Arlong starts off by trying to bite off Luffy. But he pins him and tries to bite off his head. But Luffy dodges. Yoink. And Luffy gets free and he grabs a couple swords laying on the ground and tries to cut Arlong's punk ass. He takes a couple swipes at his ass. Arlong knocks one of the swords away and then catches the other and crushes it with his fucking jaw. And like this whole fight, they just basically imply that Arlong's teeth and jaws are super strong. He's a fishman. Yada, yada, fucking yada. Luffy cracks him. Pop! Breaks his bitch ass teeth. Yeah. What's up, bro? They ain't that strong, right? That's when Luffy fucking gives the strongest fucking speech of all time. And Luffy's like, hey, I'm not a swordsman, right? I'm a terrible sailor. I definitely can't cook. And I'm sure as hell not a god. And without my friends that help me, I would have been dead a long time ago. Just like you guys, man. I need you guys, man. You guys are my friends, man. I need you guys. Hit that like button, you feel me? Subscribe. I can't do this shit without you. Hey, yo, cut that sad ass fucking shit off, man. Come on. That's when Arlong tells him, oh, what the hell can you do then? And you know what Luffy tells him, you guys? You guys ready? You guys ready for this? You know what he says? You guys already know what's coming. He says,
I can beat your ass!
And that's when Arlong grows a new set of fucking toothes. My boy, what'd you just say? Did I say toothes? Oh, shit. That's when Arlong grows a new set of teeth, man. I said toothes. The fuck? Luffy's like, oh, shit. Arlong tells him, like, he can regrow his shit instantly. You know what I mean? And every time they do, they grow back stronger. And that's another talent that the Shark Man got. But nobody gives a shit about your bitch-ass teeth. You mean toothes?
That was one time. Let me live, baby. Come on.
And like pulls out two set of teeth. Grows one other one. Pulls out those ones and he fucking uses them as weapons. Like fucking shark teeth, brass knuckles or some shit, right? It starts to fucking punch at Luffy. Bah, 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 bah. But Luffy uses one of his men as a shield. And I gotta give it to Arlong. Like, he's not some ruthless guy. When it comes to his men, like, as soon as he notices he's beating up one of his guys, he's like, oh shit, my brother. So he's not like some fucking heartless guy when it comes to his boys. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to his fishmen, like, those are his brothers. It's just when it comes to humans, you're just a piece of shit to him. You ain't nothing to him. Arlong gets ready to attack, and then that's when Luffy gets an idea. What are you thinking about, Luffy? What's going on in your head now, bro? Hey, you guys, for any of you guys think that Luffy's just some dummy, man, this boy, when it comes to fighting, he's damn near on, like, genius level, man. And Arlong, he goes for it, misses. Then he goes for it again, miss. And then again, miss. And then that's when Luffy pulls a Sanji. Crack! He notices that right when he hits Arlong, Arlong drops a set of his teeth. Okay, that's better. He drops a set of his teeth. And that's when they show him Shark Luffy. They go at it again, and Luffy bites Arlong. Ah, you don't like to be bit, huh, you little bitch? I love it. Arlong bites back. All right, Crunch. You fucking with a shark, man, Luffy. You forget, man. This boy can bite. Luffy ain't worried. Luffy just slams the shit out that boy. Pow! And they're both just fucking each other up. It's beautiful. Arlong then jumps on the water, right? To like build momentum. Like Sharkman, they could build momentum in the water. And that's when he charges at Luffy like a torpedo. Arlong charges at Luffy a couple times and misses. And after a couple times of missing, he's like, you know what? Let me whip this big ass sword out called the Saw Blade. And tries to fuck Luffy's shit up. But misses. He's charging at Luffy, just destroying shit, right? And they end up in a room filled with paper. And Arlong tells Luffy that that's Nami's chart room. He also tells Luffy that Nami belongs to him. He like tells Luffy like, there is no other navigator like Nami. Like, she is mine, bro. I'm not letting her go. I'm never gonna find a navigator with her precision like how she does it. And that's when Luffy's like, fuck you, bro. Nami is our navigator. And he gets pissed. And right there, Arlong got his sword pointed at Luffy. And Luffy's fucking pissed, bro. Because, like, Arlong's just using Nami, right? That room is just like a prison, right? And he just fucking breaks Arlong's sword. Just and that's when Luffy's like, you know what? If I want to free Nami, I know what I gotta do. And he just starts to wreck everything in the room. He starts kicking desks out. He starts fucking shit up, man. Like, he's destroying that room. Because that's Nami's room. And all that work that Nami did for Arlong, he's like, we gotta be done with this shit. Like, Arlong used to mistreat Nami. And he used to force her to fucking make all those maps. He used to just smack her around. Luffy is freeing Nami at this point, you guys. It's fucking amazing shit. Good shit, Oda. And that's when Arlong takes a bite at Luffy. That's when Luffy grabs his fucking nose and snaps it. And that's when Luffy launches his foot in the air and he shoots it all the way through up the building. All the way up to the sky. He's getting ready for the meanest fucking axe kick I ever seen in my life, guys. Arlong does his shark tooth drill and just fucking launches at Luffy. It's a pretty cool looking attack, right? But you know what Luffy does? He drops the fucking battle axe on that boy, man. Splitting the whole building, yo. He done split that bitch in half. Luffy put a hole through the whole fucking building, bro. He just landed on Arlong, bro. He's done, bro. Arlong done. You're done, Arlong. You're done, bro. And that's when the whole building just starts to collapse. Just,
oh, shit.
They show Luffy and he rises. And he goes, Nami! You'll always be my friend! Hey, yo, you guys. Listen, I need a favor. Watch this episode. The OST that they show in the background, I need the info for this shit, man. This is one of my favorite OSTs. Oh my god, I swear to god, I need you guys' help finding this shit. If anybody knows the info on that, please write it down in the comments below, man. I really appreciate you. I'll give you a shout out in my next video. I don't give a shit. I've been looking for it for the longest fucking time, man. It's one of my favorite OSTs. If you guys don't know what OST is, it's like the background music in the back. Oh, I fucking love it. Alright, I'm stopping. Everybody celebrates, right? And that's when Nami gives Luffy his straw hat back. As everybody's celebrating, that bitch-ass weasel dude pops up. Zoro just beats that fucking ass, man. And Nami walks up to and he tells him, this is for shooting Nojiko like a little bitch. And this is for destroying Bellamir's Tangerine Garden. You Weasley son of a bitch. And then she just cracks him. Pop! Right? And she tells him, you're going to fucking rebuild Gosha. You're going to clean up Arlong Park. And you know what else you're going to do?
You're going to give me my money back.
And that's when Mr. Weasel takes off, right? And they show him later in his little bitch-ass house. And that's when he declares Luffy and the Straw Hats enemies of the world government. And quick note, this is the first time you see a snail phone.
Called transponder snails.
Better. So Zoro getting stitched up by the dock. And he tells them, hey, you guys need a doctor for you guys yourself, man. Like, you guys are all fucked up. You guys gonna need a doctor, man. Wink, wink, foreshadowing type shit, huh? And Luffy's like, yeah, that's a good idea. We might need one, but first, we're gonna need a musician. He keeps mentioning a musician, guys. Yeah, Luffy keeps mentioning a musician for some reason. We'll meet him one day. And then they show Nami at Bellemere's grave. And it's right then and there she officially decides to be a Straw Hat. And then they show Kokoyashi partying for 3 days. And these party scenes, you guys, are my absolute favorite. This is like one of the first party scenes they do. Because it's the first major villain. But after every major villain in arc, they always fucking throw a party. And it's some of my favorite moments, man. It's just them doing what they fucking do, man. They show Zoro drinking booze. They show Luffy doing what he does. He's just stuffing his face with every fucking type of meat you can imagine. They show Sanji just flirting with all the ladies, just doing what he does. They show Usopp just being worshipped because he's a god, right? They show Nami getting a tattoo. Well, getting a new tattoo, right? They don't show it at that moment, but they show her getting a tattoo. And then it shows her later on at night in her old house. And she's just saying bye to everything. Like, she's saying bye to Kokoyashi. She's saying bye to the old house. She's saying bye to everything. She's saying bye to Bellemere's spirit. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful moment. Even though Bellemere is gone, they show her just sitting there. And she's kind of like talking to Bellemere, like just saying bye. And as she's walking, Bellemere just kind of gives her like a shove. Like, even though she's not there, it's almost like I got you. Go see the world. I'm here. I'm at peace now. You know what I mean? Such a fucking beautiful moment. I'm totally ruining it right now, but it's such a beautiful moment, man. And that's when they show the boys getting ready to leave. Johnny and Yasuko say goodbye as well. They're getting the fuck up out of there too, right? And after wondering if Nami will join or not, they show her. They show her at the edge of town, and she just yells,
"Set the sail!"
and bolts right toward the going Mary. And Genzo's like, plans on leaving without letting us thank her, or without letting us say goodbye to her? What the fuck is going on, man? Sanji and Usopp's like, what the fuck's going on? Luffy's like, she said set the sail, let's go, let's get the fuck on. And she just keeps running. She makes a dash. Sanji tells Luffy, like, you sure you want to let her leave like this? And Luffy's like, this is not my decision, bro. She said set the sail, let's get the fuck on. And that's when the villagers and Genzo try to stop her, but she just zigzags past them. She rushes past them. Pew! And Nami does the fucking Air Jordan, yoink, and lands on the going mare. She just jumps and lands. Bam! Clean. Good land, Nami. Round of applause. Okay, let's get it. When she lifts up her shirt, I'm like, oh, what's going down? And that's when a bunch of wallets and money start falling out of nowhere. And everybody's like, oh, what the fuck? Yo, Nami's the greatest pickpocketer of all time, bro. As the Straw Hats are sailing away, they show the Doc and Genzo sitting on the cliff just watching them sail away. And the Doc shows Nami's tattoo to Genzo. He shows him the new design that she got. And it's a tangerine and a pinwheel combined. Basically to honor Genzo and Bellemere. Right? And that's when Nojiko asks Genzo, where's his pinwheel at? Like, where's your pinwheel? And they give you info on why the pinwheel is important. We all know why the tangerine is important. Bellemere used to grow them, so Bellemere is important to Nami. But why the pinwheel? Well, the pinwheel is something that Genzo used to wear so Nami wouldn't cry as a baby. She used to just love watching it, and she used to just laugh. So he's like, I'm going to put this pinwheel on so she wouldn't cry as a baby. And that's, oh my God, man. They show Bellemere's gravesite and the going Mary in the background sailing away. I fucking love this shot. It's such a beautiful shot, man. Right? And they just show Genzo's pinwheel and a tangerine on Bellemere's grave, man. Like, I love this moment, man. That little scene right there is just beautiful. Kokoyashi village is at peace now. They're freed. Bellemere can rest now.
On the lockdown, baby. Let's go.